Hey everybody, Rare Diamonds Too Loyal back again with another video. Today we're reacting to another Dhar Mann video. And it said girl sent to prison. What happens next is shocking. Guys, so let's get into this one.
Get over here.
Is her dad abusive to her mom?
No. Please. Where you going?
Please, run. I'm sorry.
Sorry's not enough.
Oh, and he's an officer too?
Time.
What the heck? And I've never seen this dude in any of Dhar Mann videos, so it's always good to see a new face though, but he's evil in this one.
Please, run. I'm sorry.
Another nightmare.
Oh. She in jail having nightmares about her mom getting abused.
Yeah. I think I'm just stressing about this appeal. Don't stress, girl. You got a good chance.
What did she do to get in prison?
We'll see.
Stackhouse, you have a visitor. Unlock cell 629.
Oh, they don't have keys anymore for the cell? Like, is that really how prison is, where you unlock it or, and then it just opens? Because I thought they had keys to unlock cells. Maybe that's the olden days or olden jails or something.
Good to see you. I just hate seeing you like this lately. Like a criminal. I feel responsible for all this. I should have stopped you.
Mom.
I should have stopped you. I should have stopped you. I should have done.
Mom, no. I'd do it all again if I had to.
So I'm thinking the mom boyfriend has something to do with it. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm never gonna let anyone hurt you. So, did you hear back from the lawyer?
I did. And, because I couldn't pay the last invoice, he's saying he's no longer going to represent you.
Ah, her mom didn't
I feel
have
like
money
I'm
to
failure
afford
all
it.
around.
Stop it, Mom. No.
I
Look at me.
can't
No.
do anything right.
No. Stop it.
Listen, I'll just get a public defender again. Okay?
No, that's what you did to begin with. And look where it got you.
Yeah, well, maybe the next one will be better.
Let's just
keep faith, okay?
Baby.
You may be seated. Calling the first matter of the people versus Aaliyah Stackhouse. Please state your appearances.
Jonathan Wilson, lawyer for the people.
Thank you very much. And is there not
Oh no, he not looking at her and smiling, that fake ass smile.
a lawyer present on this side of the table?
I think he's running late, Your Honor.
I see. Well, we'll start with you, counsel. Please proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. My client, Officer Ronald Coote, was violently attacked by the defendant with a skillet.
And she probably was defending her mom. Shoot. Look at how he looking.
There you go, Your Honor. And prior to this attack, he was assaulted by the defendant's mother the night of June 5th, 2012.
That's not true. That's not true. You know that's not true, Ron.
Order! Order! Well, I'll have you
It's
removed.
not. He's abusive.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now we know where the dog.
You know what? I think that she should speak up and talk about him being abusive, and if he, left marks or bruises, she should have took pictures and had, like kept evidence of him, of marks she had on her body to prove that he did that to her.
Daughter gets the anger issues from. As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. Based on the responding officer's observation of the defendant's conduct that day, they believe her to be extremely violent, a threat to others. We have a photo of my client displaying the harm that was inflicted upon him by the defendant. Based on the evidence.
That's crazy how he got a picture of him getting hurt, but they need pictures of what he was doing to the mom. Like, come on.
I submit to the record today the decision for guilt for the charge of aggravated assault was satisfactory. She's a menace to society. She's a violent human being. And she needs to remain behind bars. Thank you.
I can't stand
Any word on your
this
lawyer,
dude.
Ms. Stackhouse?
No, Your Honor. I don't know where he is.
Oh, good morning. I apologize for the delay.
Court was 10 minutes ago, Mr. Thomas. Please state your appearances.
Yeah, Ken Thomas.
Do
I'm
he
a
even know
lawyer
what
for
he gonna
Rochelle
say?
Smith.
Rochelle Smith. This is a case for the people versus Aaliyah Stackhouse.
Oh, right.
He getting her name wrong and everything. He don't know what he doing.
I should have those documents in here somewhere.
He not
Counsel,
even prepared,
this is
man.
unacceptable. First you're late, and now you're unprepared.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Your Honor. It's just that I'm juggling a whole bunch of clients right now, and the office is going through some budget cuts. But I'm sure the paperwork is in here somewhere. Unless I left them in the printer.
I'm going to continue this hearing.
Gosh.
Ms. Stackhouse will get a new court date set for approximately 30 days from now.
Wow.
This gives her time to hire a new lawyer, if she so chooses to.
He said hire a new lawyer because this one right here ain't got nothing together.
Court is adjourned.
I'm sorry. Well, you know what? Let's get together and discuss your case now that we have an extra 30 days. I don't know what my availability is, but...
Actually, I think I may want a new lawyer.
Yep.
Great. One less thing for me to have to deal with.
Wow. He gonna say great. Like, he ain't even go fight for his little job right here. He said great, cool.
Good luck.
I can't
And
believe
look at
it.
them just laughing.
Do you want me to get you a new public defender? No matter what, you can't lose this appeal.
I don't know, but I'll think of something, okay? There's no way I'm gonna let Ron get away with this. You know, the problem is, Ron is a decorated cop. Okay, his people are gonna protect him.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
That's how it is sometimes in the first. When you got a bad officer, they somehow put fear in the other officers. And the other officers, some of them may have a fear of him. Some of them may not like him or whatever. Some of them may like him and just want to protect him. And he got everybody doing what he wants them to do. You know what I'm saying? He probably one of the most looked at officers or something like that,
They covered everything up.
That's what they do, protect their own.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and that's what I was doing too. And look where it got me. 15 years in this.
15 years for what? Assaulting a cop when really he dates her mom and he was abusing her mom and she was defending her mom.
I just wish that I had a solid lawyer who cared and it didn't cost an arm and a leg. Oh, I had someone.
Well, have you ever thought maybe you don't need anyone?
What do you mean?
Maybe the only person you need is yourself. You're one of the smartest people I know. You could be your own attorney.
Yeah, maybe she don't need no
That could
lawyer.
never
Maybe
work.
she could do
Hey,
it
I hardly know
herself.
anything about law.
Well, it's not like you don't have time to learn.
Wow.
You ever heard of Tanya Byers?
No. Who's she?
She was a person in a similar situation as you. She couldn't afford an attorney or bail, so she decided to represent herself. And get this, she won, and when she got out of jail, she even became a lawyer.
Really?
Wow.
Yes, and if she can do it, you can too.
Yeah, if she could do it, you can too.
It's either that or you hire someone that doesn't care whether you spend the rest of your life in this paradise.
Yep.
Who would you rather trust? Them or yourself?
Alia decides to put her life in the hands of the person she trusts the most, herself. From that moment on, she spends every free minute she has studying law. She researches everything she can about her case.
Wow.
And eventually, she becomes a lot smarter and a lot more confident. She's now ready to use everything she
Her
learned
mom believed in her. Her mom like, yeah, you could do this. You got this.
in a real courtroom.
All right.
You may be seated. Calling the second matter of the People versus Aaliyah Stackhouse. Please state your appearances.
Jonathan Wilson, lawyer for the people, Your Honor. And good morning.
Good morning, counsel. Thank you. And is your attorney running late again?
No. I'll be representing myself, Your Honor.
You sure about that?
Yeah,
Very well
you
then.
got it.
Please proceed.
Look at how his lawyer just smiling, like his lawyer thinking like, oh yeah, I know she gonna lose for sure because she representing herself. She don't know nothing about law. That's what he thinking. Look at his face. Look at it.
My mother, Ariana Stackhouse, was in an abusive relationship with Officer Ronald Coote. For 2 years, I watched him physically abuse her.
That's a lie. You saw the photos.
Look, don't be speaking out of turn. Let her talk.
Continue.
I would beg her to leave him, but she always gave him another chance. So I didn't get involved. But on the night of June 5th, 2012, I had no choice but to step in. You see, Ron had gotten home after a night of drinking. He was very aggressive, even more so than usual. That night, the arguing got so bad that it even woke me up. When I heard a body hit the floor, I knew my mom was in trouble. So I ran out of my room. My mom was on the ground, and Ron was standing over her. He was about to hurt her even more. I panicked. That's when I did the only thing I could think of. I grabbed a skillet off the table and hit him with it.
I would have too, because why was he walking towards her like that, like he was going to do something to her? I would have grabbed that mug too and swatted that. Boy, come on now.
When the police came, we thought they'd hear our side, and this nightmare would finally be over. That is, until we realized no one wanted to hear our side.
Yep.
Since Ron was a cop, they only wanted to hear his.
Yeah.
At the end of the night, we were the ones in handcuffs.
And
not
that's
him.
messed up because that's discrimination. They gonna believe whoever on their force before they believe innocent people. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
I'll never forget that smug look Ron had on his face as we were taken out. So you see, Your Honor? That's what really happened that night.
Come on, we have heard all of this before.
I'll be more concerned about the mom. You see how she looking? You see, you know, come on now. Y'all gonna believe him over her?
Right? And the police report completely contradicts that story. I was the victim, all right? I was the one that had all the injuries.
You will have your chance to speak. Right now, it's her turn.
Shut up.
He is right. None of what you said here today changes the facts we have before us. So unless you have another argument as to why your case should be overturned...
Come on, man. Come on.
There's more, Your Honor. As I was saying, before I was rudely interrupted.
Yep.
The constitutional issue in this case...
Look at his lawyer laughing. Like, boy, what you laughing at?
...is the internal misconduct of the La Poma Police Department. Me, a 14-year-old girl at the time, was arrested and charged as an adult for aggravated assault when I was only defending my mother from her abuser.
Mm-hmm.
My mother tried to press charges that night against Officer Coote for domestic violence. But her claims were never addressed, and Officer Coote was never held responsible.
Well, each officer's testimony states that they didn't have probable cause that domestic violence occurred. The only thing they did determine was that you were the primary aggressor.
Exactly, right?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. But according to Penal Code 243 PC, self-defense is a legal defense against domestic battery.
Oh, see, that's how you know she did her research. She studied.
And according to the Castle Doctrine, one can even use self-defense in defense of himself or someone else in the home. So I wasn't the aggressor. I was only defending my mother. Therefore, I should not have been charged for aggravated assault.
Impressive, Miss Stackhouse.
Impressive, yep.
But again, none of the officers found any evidence that Mr. Coote was the perpetrator. So unless you have any additional information or evidence, then unfortunately...
Come on, man. I would have got up. I would have been videoing everything that was going on in that house to have evidence.
There's one more thing. I have a witness.
A witness?
Who's that, your mom? Of course, she's gonna say whatever she has to help you out here.
It's not my mom. It's...
Who?
Who's that? Ramirez.
This is Juanita Ramirez, an officer at the Atlanta Police Department, formerly at the La Poma Police Department.
She was one of the officers there, okay?
That
came
one of
to
the
the
arresting
house.
officers who took me in that night.
All right. We'll hear your testimony then, officer.
Objection.
On what grounds?
So she going against him in court now. Like, I'm wondering what made her decide to change her mind and come forward.
Go ahead, Miss Ramirez.
Thank you. I worked with the La Palma Police Department for 10 years, and I remember that night very well. You see, at first I thought Miss Stackhouse was responding in self-defense. But then I let another officer persuade me otherwise and went along with reporting Miss Stackhouse as the aggressor.
Dang, and she didn't want to do it, so she felt forced. She felt forced, y'all.
It sat with me for a long time. Something in my gut told me it wasn't right. And then I found out something even more shocking. It wasn't the only time Ron was involved in a domestic dispute.
What?
This was a pattern of Ron, and each time he called on one of his friends to clear it all up. They were using...
Wow, so he hurt another woman he was with. That looked like a whole different woman that he was with, probably.
me as a pawn in all of this. And every time, Ron walked away scot-free.
Wow. And it's funny because he messed with the black women and get the black women locked up. You know what I'm saying? He messed with the black women, beat on them, and get them locked up. Oh, heck no.
So you see, Your Honor, I came to find out there were many more instances of Ron abusing other victims. But when I went to the head of the department, I was told I'd make the department look bad if I said anything, and I may never work in law enforcement again. So I decided to resign instead.
She resigned. Oh.
But when Aaliyah contacted me, I knew I couldn't stay silent any longer.
Yep.
The real criminal has to pay the consequences.
He doing the right thing.
Your Honor, everything you've heard here is a lie. I'm the one that was attacked, and there is no evidence to prove otherwise.
Nope.
Actually, I've got it right here.
Dang, she got all the women. Okay. I see one white one.
Believe this. I've seen everything I need to see here.
You little rat. I'm gonna call my friend.
Enough!
Look. How you gonna go off on her in court? Not a judge seeing the true you anyway. Come on.
I'm sure after this, you're not gonna have any friends left. The rest take care.
You're gonna pay for this.
You know, you gone. You
Enjoy your time behind
you're
bars.
fired and you're off the force and you're locked up, bro. Come on now.
In light of all the evidence,
And look at his lawyer.
I'm ruling in favor of Aaliyah Stackhouse.
Yes.
She's free to go.
She.
I'm also going to launch
Look at his
a department-wide investigation.
His lawyer thought he was doing something right the whole time. I don't even know if his lawyer knew the truth behind everything. I think his lawyer thought he was just gonna get the officer scot-free or whatever. But I feel like he kind of looking like, damn, like he really did this, man. And I was representing this dude, you know.
The La Palma Police Department to ensure that justice is served. Truly sorry for your troubles.
His lawyer, shocked in the bud.
We'll figure out some equitable arrangement. And thank you, Ms. Ramirez, for your help in all of this. This case is dismissed.
Yes.
Several years later. What that say? Woman. Oh, crap. I want to rewind that a little bit. Hold on. Okay, it says woman in jail since age 14, released after appeal ruled in her favor, exposes police department corruption. Oh, wow. So she been in jail since she was 14, dude. Dang, it took her a couple years to even get them to see the truth. Spent time in there for nothing.
Yes. Someone's here for you.
Oh, she a lawyer now. She a lawyer.
Oh my god!
Oh, she not in jail no more. Her friend from jail.
Who's out? Oh my god, it's so good to see you. You look amazing.
You do too, Miss Big Shot Attorney. I've been reading about you all over the papers. It seems like everything's working out well.
Okay, look at her.
Well, I owe a lot of it to you.
I
mean, if you never...
What did I tell you?
The only person I need is myself. But you still helped me realize that, so I do owe you.
Nah, you don't owe me anything. Actually, wait. If you're offering, would you be able to get me a job?
I was just about to say, get her a job there. Hire her there.
It's hard getting a job with a criminal record, which is actually something I wanted to ask you about. Now that you're an attorney, can you help me expunge my record?
Wait, a job and free legal services? I thought you said I didn't owe you anything.
Well, just help with that would be.
She'll help her out.
Oh, fine.
Yay.
Fine.
Y'all, this one was really good. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. I'll be back with more videos, and I'm out.